Okay, watch this video, then we'll talk. First thing, quick trigger warning about suicidal ideations and a little bit of a disclaimer down here. Okay, cool. Now let's dive in.
One thing I wish people knew about chronic suicidal ideation is the fact that when you've been suicidal long enough in your life, there's not really a time where you're not suicidal. And I'm going to be really honest for a second. I get told often to not wait until I'm on the brink of suicide, to reach out when I'm just considering it. But the fact is, I can't do that. I am constantly, always considering suicide. Even when I'm incredibly happy and I'm outside with my friends enjoying myself, I am always wanting to die. And it makes people really upset. And I know it's because of fear, but the thing is, I can't promise that I'm going to reach out when I'm considering suicide because I'm considering suicide all the time. The most I can do is tell people that I'm going to try my best of when I'm actually thinking I'm going to do it, that I'm going to try to reach out to them. But even then, I can't promise that I'm going to reach out to them. And I just wish people kind of understood that. I know it's hard to really conceptualize, and I know it's hard when you haven't been suicidal your entire life, when it's not a part of who you are. And obviously, you're worried for your friends. But the thing is, this is just what it's like living with chronic suicidal ideation.
Okay, cook with me here. That video, that video to me sounds very, very similar to all of the people that I have known growing up in a very conservative Christian space that talk about the rapture and that talk about how excited they are to leave here, to flee this mortal coil, and to no longer exist within the world. How excited they are to be beamed up, Scotty. It's like passive suicidal longing. Like they're craving an excitement or nervousness for the end. And this is speaking as somebody that was in this for the longest time. It is an all consuming thought, it resonates through everything that they do. Oh, well, I could plan for this in the future, but the Lord is going to be coming back, so I'm not going to. Oh, I would love to. Oh, I met this really cool person, but oh my gosh, well, the Lord is going to be coming back, so I probably, especially because I don't know if they're a believer in Christ, I probably shouldn't really invest in this relationship. Or maybe if they also become a believer, then maybe then I can invest. But because the end is near and I will be ascending, I will be leaving my flesh and bone, I probably shouldn't create a relationship, a friendship, or whatever, because God is coming. There is not really a fully present concept of now, a fully realized experience of now, that a lot of these people that are experiencing this intense form of religious psychosis or this obsession with the rapture. I have a whole video that talks a little bit about the history of the rapture theory. Gonna tag that right up here. But because there's not really a concept of now, it's always what will be. And what will be is indefinite. Now is just a moment. It's always, you can always pontificate. You could always explore. You could always think about the what is not now. And that's what they do. But they do that in a way that, while it's not necessarily suicidal in the way that we think about it, there is an excitement for not necessarily death, because it's all like, oh no, like you go to the kingdom and then you get to live forever. But it is the experience of not living here that creates such a deep longing and craving. I'll get even more specific. I have family members, yes, plural, that will never give up an opportunity to say, on the good day that the Lord takes me, oh, okay, I'll see you. Hey, this has been a great conversation. If I have any free time tomorrow, I'll definitely call you. Well, if the Lord doesn't take me before that glorious day, then maybe I will see you tomorrow. It's just like the little things. And it's not just like the reality that, yes, we could pass at any time, but I know that very specifically they're talking about the day that the Lord takes them, aka the rapture. And there is a haunting. There is a very real haunting in believing in rapture theology and in believing that your end is closer than you could ever imagine, and then hoping that beyond that end is something better. I've mentioned this in the video that I tagged up there about the like whiteness's obsession with death. Um, oh wait, I'm losing the thought. And that more specifically has nothing to do with the initial creator, the initial person that I stitched on here. Like, do I think that every person that has experienced intense suicidal thoughts also believes in the rapture? No. Do I believe that every person that is that co-signs and fully believes in rapture theory has a different version of consistent suicidal ideation? Yes. Especially if you are soups excited for the rapture. Because why don't you want to be here? I mean, I understand the world is on fire. It's really scary. But the amount of people that are making the world scary are also really, really like psyched that you're drinking this Kool-Aid because it keeps you immobile, because it's like, oh, well, these swarms of people feel like they're going to die anyway. Yeah, they're not going to necessarily protest. Yeah, they're not going to stand up or speak out against human rights violations. Yeah, especially because within all of this, these are all like signs of the end times. And a lot of people, especially white people that believe in this, are like, oh, well, these terrible things are supposed to happen to usher in the end times. Yes, the genocide in Gaza was supposed to happen so that way there could eventually be peace in the Middle East, and then that would usher in our glorious end times. Oh, there's supposed to be COVID and all these other wild diseases that take out millions of people because the plagues were talked about in the end times. And for the end times to come, the rapture has to come first, so that way we specifically will be safe. Thus, I crave leaving this planet, leaving this body. It is an all-consuming thought. It is an all-consuming series of thoughts. And then when you enter into communities, a lot of churches, where people have these all-consuming series of thoughts, it becomes the most, it's not even an echo chamber. It's like a hurricane trapped inside of a quiet room. You can't hear anything other than the hurricane. And the level of deconstruction that needs to be done for people that fall into that, to not only break from the reality, for the perceived realities that they are co-signing as it relates to rapture theory and the things that they've co-signed because they believed in rapture theory, as it relates to different human rights violations and the deaths of thousands or millions. One, that is incredibly big and very scary, and a lot of people will not do that. Two, these are a lot of the people that are leading our government. A lot of people that are believing in laws and things like that. Not the person in the initial part, the person that I'm talking about right now. Quietly, in a way that we're not used to, okay with their end and the end of so many other people. Why? Because it's the fulfillment of prophecy, and that's all that they can think about. It's an all-consuming thing. And just putting it out there, don't want to freak anybody out, but I guess mild trigger warning. As somebody who was quite suicidal for a while, and then was able to leave, like I have not experienced those like ideations or impulses or whatever for a very long time. I so deeply see the connection between these two worlds. And then I guess this leads to three, because there is, for the people that want to deconstruct this and gain the want to live in this reality, there is one of the biggest shifts that would have to happen is that they have to learn to care. They have to learn to care about the now and the people that are here and now. And then they're going to have to realize just how little they actually cared about the people here and now, because their thought was on that amorphous future space that was really centered on them and their specific soul, and maybe the souls of the people that were in their immediate circles. But let me know your thoughts on this. Feel free to type them in the comments section. Stay safe out there. If you're interested in leaving the United States or wherever you are where fascism is on the fast and dirty rise, feel free to join Black Babes Abroad. It's a Substack. We've got a free list to help people organize to get out of the U.S. And wherever, honestly, like wherever you are, where you're like, it's getting hot. Everything's in the description. Stay safe out there. Stay sane out there. Lift up somebody if you can. Okay. With your knees, not with your back. Okay, I'm gone. Bye.